giants.
People who came from the sky.
In the sky, yeah.
Greatest aliens came to this planet and they were black. And they got here and they were like, yo, we so happy we found this planet because we left all these black people here. Came to get them. Bring them back home to their home planet. Planet Black. But you pronounce it Black. All the black people over here be like, yeah, we want to go back home to the planet Black. Go to Africa and talk to the Africans, and the Africans are like, we are going to come as well. No more black people on the planet. Fat white girls be crying.
Oh, no, get off of me. Deontay.
Today in sports, the New York Knicks beat the Boston Celtics 15-13 in an overtime nail-biter. And in tragic sporting news, there will be no NFL. Wouldn't that be great if aliens came to this planet and they were black?
I had to.
Man. Why gotta be fat white girls though? Why can't you see all the women?
Why the stereotype, man? Sometimes it precedes itself.
Welcome to the Men of Letters. And you know what? That is a thought-provoking short, because like I don't think racists really think about that, man. Y'all talk about y'all want to go back to Africa or go back to where we came from. Man, you would have nothing without black people. You did nothing to talk about without black people. You would probably kill yourselves if it wasn't for us. You really think about it. Like, we are everything you guys, like, you know what I'm saying? I remember I watched this video and someone said that to be racist, to be obsessed, like to have like an addiction thing in your brain, because you have to continue to like go outside of your own self to like have a focus on a group of people or whatever that is. I'm like, that makes sense, because like I don't wake up every day thinking about, oh man, I hate white people, man. Like obviously, you know what I mean. So like it's interesting that like, you know, that they do that. But anyways, I
totally agree, man. I definitely don't wake up like that. I don't anybody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I just don't understand how people actually, you know, they live by that. Our laws are based on racism. We don't have healthcare because of racism.
Well, you know what? I can say something though. That's any kind of phobia, right?
Yeah.
If you waking up and you're like, oh man, I'm scared of them women. Man, women are, you know, I'm scared of women getting power. You have a phobia of women.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
How was your weekend? I want to talk about my weekend so bad, so I want to ask about yours first.
Man, weekend was super lit, man. Sonia was in town. That's our cousin from Chicago. So we got to kick it with her Saturday and Sunday. I actually went out Sunday. Actually left the house Sunday and kicked it, which that's one of my rules, not to kick it on Sunday. But you know, I barely get to see Sonia, so it was nice to do that. Had a great time. Not a great Monday because
yeah, great time Sunday.
I had a good time Sunday. So we got Nathan White. Oh, go ahead. You put it up. My fault.
Good evening, gentlemen. Gentlemen, happy to be here to get your friend Nate Blunt. Go ahead.
Hey, Nathan, you can come with us to Planet Black.
Oh yeah, come to Black. Hey man, if you're here to kick it, you good. But if you're on that bullshit, you gotta go back to Earth. That's all it's gonna be.
Right.
You give them that bullshit. Go on, get back. Go on, get back to Earth.
But now tell me about yours, man.
So Friday night. What happened Friday night? I didn't do anything Friday, but Saturday I finally got the opportunity. Well, Saturday actually, my buddy, I grew with my buddy Josh. His little brother had a reception. Where you just said just joshing around. Yeah, I'm gonna go see my buddy Josh, his little brother, which is basically he's my buddy too. Like me and his little brother are real close. Nick, he had a reception. That was beautiful. It was hot as hell, man.
I heard it was hot, in the Midwest.
Boy, and had a bunch of gnats, but I got to see my buddy, that little girl. I haven't seen her in about a year, so it's good to see her. She's not ready to let me hold her yet, but she's cute. She looks just like her granddaddy. So that was awesome. That was good to see. And then, bro, I gotta see Obsession. Man, that movie, that's for me. And you know, I love Sinners and I love Weapons, but I think those are two recent movies. To kind of think about it.
Different.
Think about like the top 4 movies of the decade. That's probably that's up there, bro.
Different.
That's one of the best horror movies I've watched.
We've been following that guy for a while. The director.
Bro, I didn't know that the chair, what he made the chair. I realized like he made. Oh yeah, that makes sense. So his brain. And I knew him from comedy skits from reels. Like he told like that's I knew him from. So when I saw him again, I was like, wait, that's nigga that did Obsession?
Right. He did another movie that we watched. It was a short movie that we did a side quest on. God, man, it was months ago, but he did that. Him and his buddy. No, it wasn't the chair. It's him and his buddy who do the reels, do the funny reels, whatever. They did that too. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, we did a side. I mean, it came out with a few short movies, but anyway, it's a he's a YouTuber. Y'all don't know the directorial debut. He made that budget. He made that on a budget of $750,000. That's crazy.
And what made $400 million? Man.
Yeah, and it's a really good movie. So if you haven't seen Obsession yet, do yourself a favor and check that out.
Lie, bro. That makes me want to get that back to my bag, like back into like that's the type of horror I have to actually like I have to maybe write it out like a story first before I would try to make a film. Right. But that's the type of horror that I think I'm good at horror. I think because like that shit, it's got to be like that uncanny valley and that. Yeah. That like weird movement, that's the shit that like gets to me. Or like even like with like the weird shock value and how you drag the shock value on for a little bit. That's the kind of stuff he does. Like in the chair when he's at like they're at the kitchen table and the old man shows up and they just kind of keep dragging the absurdity of it. You're like, what the fuck is going on? That's good horror because it's like you want to leave like, what the fuck did I just watch? Like, that's what I leave when I watch Obsession. That's what I left with watching the chair. Like, so I need to get back to my film writing bag. That was inspirational. Good shit, man.
Yeah. Nathan, his Alaskan cousin saw it. Or his kid saw it with his Alaskan cousins. Yeah. It's super intense, man. I saw it in the theater, so and there are a bunch of people in there too, and like just the crowd reaction was wild.
I'm not trying to talk about it too long, but like I really got like talk about how like when you're watching this film, y'all, you're like it depends on who you are. I think a lot of people who are very intelligent could do what I did, and with like, you're seeing the character. And the first thing he says is like, remember bro, that first scene, he's talking about how much like he's coming apart. He hears it in every song that he listens to, and he doesn't know how long like that. And it's really weird. You're like, what is wrong with this dude? Yeah. At the same time, you're like, oh no, I could kind of relate. I mean, I for myself, like, I kind of relate. Really having like a crush on a girl, but like the way he went about things, you're thinking he's a good guy, but then you're like, nah, what you just did right there,
straight up villain. Oh yeah, so villain. So you need to see it.
It's on Prime. Yet?
You ain't seen it. I'm telling you, Shell don't go to movies with me, bro.
Shell, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's something you gotta watch. Turn this stream off and go watch that.
Yeah, go watch that.
Go watch that. That is one of the best movies I've watched.
It's on Prime, right? You gotta pay for it.
It's on Prime and it's on Peacock.
Yeah, you don't got. Oh, I think it's on Peacock.
It's free on Peacock.
Is it? Well, we don't have Peacock anymore.
Yeah,
I canceled that.
I get that.
I think Prime, you gotta pay for it. So, but yeah, we just gotta run it. Let's see. Nathan said, I remember going to the theater. I haven't been in a while. Django changed my viewing experience along with the original South Park movie.
Django, huh?
For good or bad?
For good or bad.
Yeah. I didn't see Django in the theater. But I did see South
I
Park.
saw
The South Park
Django in
movie.
theaters. I'm a movie guy. I just haven't been in the theaters because, like,
Damn.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
I don't know what I got going on. I thought I see Hail Mary. I still got to see
Hail Mary's good.
Backrooms.
I haven't
But I
seen that
heard
yet.
you should watch some other stuff before you watch the Backrooms.
Really?
Yeah, this streamer I watch discuss like the stuff that ties into it. But man, Obsession's probably top 10. And I hate doing this, you know. But it's probably one of my favorite movies I've watched in a long time. Like, it's so good, I want to watch it again, but I don't want to because I don't want to like ruin the first feelings of that movie.
Yeah. You don't want to oversaturate your viewing with the big. I mean, it was one of those movies. I thought about the film. I bet you Cole would really like this. Also because we're familiar with the director. So like,
and it's shot the way I like. Yeah, you know how I like those. I like movies that are very. I don't know how to say it. They're very clothed. Is that the right word? They're very. Yeah. It's very tight. The tight movie. You're not going over here, over there. You're right here.
Not a ton of sets.
You're in this range, and it keeps you there. But it's so detailed. There's things that you're gonna see. You're like, wait, why is that? Why? Like, there's stuff I peeped the first time. Now I'm watching the breakdowns of the film. I'm like, okay, I peeped all of that. I peeped everything that you could peep because, like, it's that kind of movie. Like his cat dying. I'm like, why would the cat eat pills? And I kept thinking, that nigga killed his cat.
You think he subconsciously killed the cat?
He killed everything. Bear does is a performance. He's a bad person, but he's fake nice. He's fake, and he only even. I'm sorry, I'm in the movie. Even when he called the people about what he did, and he was like trying to like change it. He wasn't trying to fix it. He was trying to change it to fit him.
I mean, they told him that you wanna. Well, I'm not gonna give it away. They told him what he needed to do to change it, and he didn't do it. That was not an option for him.
In that, I don't want to mess up too much for that part where he makes a decision, and at the last minute, you're like, he's never a good person. He never makes a good decision. He even tried to put it on his man. Y'all gotta watch that movie. It's such a. We can talk about it when you watch the show. I don't want to root for you. Yeah, I see why people liked it, and I loved.
So good.
I love Weapons. I thought that would be like my favorite, and that was nowhere near as good as Obsession.
I don't know. They were different.
They were different.
It's hard for me to compare them. They were different. Weapons was good in its own way.
That movie was outrageous. The same concept, though.
Yeah, kind of. I like that. I like that new type of horror. That Nathan said. Did I tell you about Nathan? I think you did say something about going to that movie downtown Chicago. Do you remember?
Great teen movie downtown Chicago.
Do you remember Nathan telling us that story?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm done with the editing. That's gonna add the AI images now, I guess, and then we're good to go with your. It's such a good episode, y'all, that I didn't want to like rush that. So, that last story he tells us is a banger. I don't know if I should cut it up. It's like 40 minutes long right
now. 40 minutes ain't bad. But the other ones are like 30 minutes.
Mm.
Yeah, ain't bad.
Okay, we'll put it out there.
Yeah.
But y'all, we're so off topic. I gotta end up. Like, I'm a movie guy.
Have you seen Evil Dead yet?
No, we're not off on that. I've seen every single Evil Dead, and I hope they tie it back into Ash some way because that's my. I like horror that's kind of funny.
They've got. Well, you're gonna. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but if not Evil Dead Rise, let's say that.
Man,
because Evil Dead Rise was serious business. I'm not saying it was good, but it was serious business.
Rough to watch.
Yeah.
That's the one in the hotel or that apartment, right?
Yeah, definitely in their apartment.
Rough, boy.
Yeah, that was tough. This one is just you're like, what the?
Okay,
it is.
Cool.
Yeah,
I like those. That's the Evil Dead that I'm used to.
Yeah,
Rashad's side, he said it was great.
Yeah, I had super fun with it. Are you gonna watch it this weekend? Yeah, it's on Prime. Look, it's not Shakespeare, but if you grew up on He-Man, you'll appreciate it. The problem is is you I'm not super critical on movies, but some people are, and a lot of the complaints were, who did they make this movie for? Because they didn't make it for Gen X
or
and
Gen Z
or Gen, because Gen Z, nobody cares. Nobody from Gen Z went to go see it. So like Gen Z doesn't care, and
millennials don't care.
Millennials don't care either. So who did you make the movie for? But I just went in it with just, hey, it's He-Man. This is cool. It was better than the last one they put out. So back in the 80s.
The one in the 80s, but I get why people didn't like it. But I thought I was a kid, I guess.
Right.
I was a kid.
Right. It doesn't hold up very well.
Okay.
It doesn't hold up very well. But this one is kind of tongue in cheek. It kind of makes fun of itself a little bit. But yeah, I had a good time with it.
But yeah, I've been telling y'all, if Obsession, I'd be surprised that. Well, she probably won't, but I don't know. I'd be surprised she didn't win something. She knocked that role out the freaking park, man. Like, I've never seen anybody do that good of acting.
Yeah, she
on a low budget film like that.
Yeah, she's up for well, they think she's gonna be up for an Oscar.
Okay.
And I gotta check my message. I want to say that my buddy Brent said he thinks he's met her before. Let me go back to my messages.
She was a YouTuber too. Like, she was just doing YouTube, and it's so exciting to see that stuff because it means like media is like you can manifest whatever you want. Like, you just put some effort into it and make some good moves, and make some extra money. $700,000, bro. And you make $400 million.
You can damn near crowdfund that. See, that's why he said I was all about He-Man as a kid, and I am still heterosexual. Who knows who they made it for? Right? I don't know. But he said I should have watched Obsession instead of sending my young teens to go see it with older teens.
It's not a teenager movie.
Not necessarily, but
it's fine. No, I think.
Yeah, it's cautionary tales in it. So,
I mean, it's more than that. It's like I don't want to ruin it for you. Y'all gotta watch it.
Then you gotta watch it.
So if y'all can see it next week, let us know, and I can really get into it. But like, he's a bad person. It's bad. He did some bad stuff.
Man.
And yeah, she makes him pay for it. She makes him pay for it.
Pretty wild. Yeah.
And his homies messed up too. We got to see the movie first. The homie. And I know dudes like that though. There are not a lot of dudes like that.
There are not a lot of good people in that.
There was no one good in that movie.
No, because even
no one's good in that movie.
No.
Everyone makes a bad decision.
No loyalty.
No loyalty. Like, yeah, I wouldn't want friends like that.
No,
but he's a bad person too. So like,
right. We say, you can judge my parent. You can judge my parenting failed. I thought it was a regular freaky movie. It is. It is.
I take it back. I didn't mean it like that either. No. I mean, like, it's fine. It's stuff in there that when you start to think about it, you're like, ooh, that's bad. Like,
is it even rated R?
You're not gonna peep on. It should be. Yeah, it's rated R. She pooped herself. Yeah, it's rated R. Oh, I gave something away. It's rated R.
God damn it, Kobe.
I shouldn't have said that. But yeah, it's some nasty stuff in that movie.
Oh boy. Okay, so back to the show.
We're gonna get to the show. I was talking to Rashad about this last week. Because I watched something about the World Fair, and Nate probably know this, but they had like a fire, like they had like a citywide fire, I think, a few years prior to this happening, the World Fair happening, and so they had like he's gonna go.
You made an okay choice. It's all good.
Yeah. You're a great father.
Yeah,
That was messed up. I
yeah,
don't know. I can't do nobody will parenting. I'm not a parent, so.
yeah. Our
But
parents would have let us go see it. They would have let us
yeah,
as
I
kids.
would have been fine as a kid
Yeah.
because I wouldn't have thought about it as deep as I do as an adult who understands like, oh, that's really wrong. Like as a kid, you're just like, oh, that was a crazy movie. But as an adult, you're like, oh man, this
Yeah.
is deeper than rap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you gotta see the movie, but yeah.
Yeah.
So back to the World Fair of 1893. There was a fire, citywide fire, and they had to get ready for the World Fair. I
Mhm.
mean, they built these buildings. They built 200 buildings in about 2 years. Now, my partner, my fiance, she's an architect, and she says, yeah, like there's a reason why there's licensings and contracts and stuff like that. Because back then, you build buildings like that, and they fall apart, and people die, and blah 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 blah. But I'm like, these
Mhm.
buildings don't seem like BS. So the concept was these buildings are just BS for the World Fair. They're just put up for the World Fair to look good, so people will be like, "Oh wow, look at Chicago, it's so gorgeous." Blah 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 blah. It doesn't make. Oh, yeah, here we go. Um,
Yeah, we talked about that. One of our
that's
shows.
true. Yep,
Yeah, during the orphan train episode.
yep. I don't remember when Chicago burned, but I think it was pretty recent because they built 200 buildings in like 2 years. And these
Mhm.
buildings they say it was made by like bad material, right? So like they use, so, like in theory, they should have been like able to be taken apart. Why burn these buildings down, right? Like why just why in the video gets into it and he gets into other places like that, kind of like the video we made of the orphan trains. Like there's a lot of
Mhm.
cities just like Chicago back then. Like these
Right.
crazy buildings that we don't have anymore
Yeah.
because of quote unquote fires.
Right.
But like
Right.
these buildings are not buildings we make, and some did live, right? Like some of these
Mhm.
state capitals, we don't make things like that anymore.
No,
So
no, and those state capitals are like that all around the nation, which is crazy. Like the Olympics and how they ruin the cities they go to.
not
But,
not yes and no, because now that these things are used, they're used, and they make sure they can use them for other uses. Like Atlanta got messed up by the Olympics. I could agree with that. I could agree with that.
what about
You
LA?
were saying that. I mean,
What LA?
LA. I don't know.
Well, you heard what
LA.
they had. You heard what they did with LA. They
What
they
did they
got
do?
they basically got black people out of LA. The
Oh
cops
yeah.
said, "Yeah,
Yep.
hey, y'all go somewhere else for a little bit, and then when it's over, you can come back and go do what you were doing. You can go back to gang banging and selling drugs and all that stuff, but you got to leave during the Olympics."
That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, but
But so many of the videos, it's a quick video, thank God, like
yeah, it was really
12
short.
minutes.
Yep.
And I think his breakdown's pretty interesting. His theories are pretty interesting. Obviously, we can't say they're factual, but I do think it's weird that I mean, look at these images from the World Fair. I think some of these are obviously AI. But you go look on your own. Um, these are crazy intricate buildings.
God damn.
Damn,
Shit.
damn.
Wow.
These are crazy intricate buildings. Why would you make them like this just to destroy them? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so anyway,
Make it
I'm
make
gonna
sense.
make it make sense. I'm gonna play it, but make it make sense. Like, why would you do all this extra work to eventually? And you know you're gonna. Wait, am I still on the camera? Am I still
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Like, I must hold on. Give me 1 second. How did it do that?
Is it glitching on you?
No, I like pulled it out on accident.
Hmm.
All right, give me 1 second. No, I'm a rookie, I guess.
Where's the next
I,
Olympics at? The next Summer Olympics?
I don't know. Anybody know? We have the LA
Hmm.
one, and then all right.
Yep.
All
Nathan
right.
said all good.
Let's play. So this is called. This is a video by Vanish Atlas, I believe. Let me check again. Yeah, Vanish Atlas. I should subscribe. The video is called "200 Buildings in 2 Years." they burned Tartaria at the World Fair. That's what man.
Hmm.
Kind of alluding what I'm thinking.
He's the AI guy, right?
He's the AI guy, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah.
Else. Just browsing digital archives of 1890s Chicago, the kind of tedious scrolling that fills most
I'll go to that.
hours. Then a photograph came up and my hand stopped. The White City, the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition,
Damn.
shot from above, wide angle. For a moment, I couldn't quite process what I was looking at, the scale of it. Domed buildings, colonnades, reflecting pools, sculptures on every surface. It looked like Rome, like Athens, like something built by a civilization that had spent generations learning how to build it. I was looking at Chicago, 1893, and I was reading that it went up in 2 years. Every source said the same thing. Under 2 years. I couldn't close the photograph. I just kept looking. The domes, the colonnades, the reflecting pools.
And y'all see that? Look at, like, they got statues. They got statues down here, like, reflect, like, a pool. This is intricate. Like, there's intricacy and intricate. Like, you're telling me that was built in 2 years? Like, look how tall. Look at the people compared to the buildings.
That's crazy. I don't think they had wide angle back then. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably that's a good point.
They may have altered the shot some editing, but
and then reading it again under 2 years. I tried to hold the numbers in my head. That much stone, that much detail, that many buildings, how many workers, where did the material come from, who coordinated all of it? I couldn't make it add up. What bothered me most wasn't that I couldn't answer it. It was that I hadn't expected it to be hard.
What kind of cameras?
So I kept going. I didn't find a simple answer. What I kept finding
how
instead...
did they get that shot?
I want to look. I don't think that's... Yes, there were wide angle and panoramic photographs of 1893 World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago. So, according to AI Overview...
They get that shot in the...
Oh, yeah. Yo, look at... I'm going to switch my...
air balloon?
How do I add another screen?
Hot air balloon?
Maybe a hot air balloon. Uh-oh. Internet's tripping.
Oh, no. Oh, no. They cut off?
Am I doing too much? You see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Oh. My computer's frozen.
You locked up?
Like, it doesn't want me to show you this. What is going on? I've never had this issue before.
Yeah, I can run it.
I'll run it. I got it.
You got it back?
I won't even try to show you. It won't let me. It won't let me show you the pictures. I'll show you the pictures after you show the video.
Okay.
It was the same thing showing up again and again in different sources in different contexts. Start with the numbers because the numbers are solid. Over 600 acres.
Damn.
More than 200 buildings. The administration building had a dome at 275 feet.
Bruh.
Bigger than the U.S. Capitol at the time. The manufacturer's building covered 44 acres under a single roof. These aren't disputed figures. They're in the official record. I kept putting those numbers next to the timeline and coming up short. The official story absorbs all of this without blinking. I couldn't. Chicago won the bid in 1890. Construction started in 1891. The fair opened May 1893. 27 million visitors in 6 months. Closed in October. Within a year, almost all of it was gone.
You
that last part is what snagged me.
Man, hold on, y'all. Yeah.
So that's what it was before. That's when it burnt down. Like what is?
That's when it burned down.
So this is before they started building.
Yeah. If I'm not wrong, hold on. Let's back it up a little bit. That's from like internet shit, but I think it's just my.
Within a year, almost all of it was gone. That last part is
after. This is after.
That's bull. That's bull.
This is afterwards. They're saying
almost a year.
Bro, they're not let me even show that. I shouldn't.
Why would you destroy all that?
Bro, I don't know. They didn't want me to show you that. Them pictures. That has messed my computer up.
Damn. What pictures are you trying to show?
The 1893 World Fair photos. It just.
Well, you're on Google?
Crazy. Oh, it's on Google. It went crazy on me. All right, let's get it. We're active now.
What snagged me. The explanation is this. They weren't real buildings. The material was called staff, plaster, cement, hemp fiber pressed over wooden frames. Light, fast, cheap.
So they're saying that's hemp plaster, cheap material. Look at, I mean, this may be AI, y'all. I'm not saying this is actually an image that was at the World Fair, but let's say it was, right?
I'm
Why
looking
go
at
through all
images.
those details to make it like, you know what I mean? Maybe I'm just looking
Bruh.
into it too much, but
I mean, no. I mean, I'm looking at the photos
if you
on
want to
YouTube
take the
right now.
screen, hit the screen if you can. Hold on.
What's the what did Nathan say? Hold on. He said, I'm sure the bridge is still there from my knowledge. Stone doesn't burn in most regular fires. Yeah. And I don't know. Is it a movie set?
Movie set that intricate in 1893?
That's pretty extravagant. So here's some photos.
Are these real? Like, are these real though? That's why I keep thinking, like, are these real? That's crazy.
So that's cheap hemp. A person is standing up there.
We can't. Oh yeah. Okay. It just shows the first image.
Are these the photos?
If you zoomed into it or not. They don't want you to show it though. It'd be messing with your internet when you try to show it.
Oh yeah, it won't let me show it because I'm double. Hold on.
But look at that image, like what we see, what we can see. That way, you're telling me they made that and then burned it down, like, or it was cheaply made, like that. That you got to do a lot of work. I mean, I don't know. That is crazy to me though. Look at that.
Yeah, that's insane, bro.
So we can almost say the images we're looking at in the video look a lot like these. What?
Those just people. That's not what I want.
You want the photos?
Yeah. All right, let's try this. Give me a second, y'all. Let's see. Next, like a movie said, things were cheaper back then. Labor was cheap because of zero safety regulations.
Okay.
It's a hell of a movie set, though. Why can't I get off that? Okay. This is my whole shit is fucking up, y'all. All right. So we saw this one.
So you're telling me they had enough manpower in Chicago at the time to make that in 2 years? I don't care how long they worked day and night. You're telling me they carved that and made that in 2 years? All of that in 2 years? Then what are we doing now? We've made nothing close to that now. And I'm not saying Nate, because I get what Nate's saying. This is what Lauren was saying too. But I'm like, we've done nothing close to that. And it's 2026. Look at that Ferris wheel.
Nothing even. We ain't even fake that.
We can't even fake that.
I think it's huge. Good Lord.
Man, get out.
That's fake plaster. I mean, maybe. So look at the time. There were lots of immigrants. I mean, maybe it's possible. So the D.R. Horton, yeah.
we would have to have millions of people in Chicago to build this in 2 years, yo. Can like maybe 100,000 people? 10,000?
Bro, look at that. That's fake. Wow. Yeah, that's plaster.
Do they talk about the manpower you needed for that? Like that? What? That is crazy. That's fake.
Man, a lot of detail went into it. I mean, that
looks like you could build that. I'm not.
But this, what is this?
Is crazy. Yeah.
What happened to this thing?
Look at the people compared to the thing. Look at the people built. What kind of technology do they have in 1893 to build something like that around that pool like that? To have a boat that small next to that statue like that. some ain't adding up to this, in my opinion. That's why I wanted to watch. That's why I wanted to do this video. It doesn't add up to me.
God, that's pretty.
It looks better then than it does now.
Oh, it looks way better than it does now.
Now that makes sense. You know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Oh, yeah. On this.
That boat makes no sense.
Damn. Oh, look at that building.
The Navy.
Look at this. Don't look at they got the statues on top of here. And they got this, man. I don't know, y'all.
That looks like a normal building.
I mean, obviously people built it, but
that Ferris wheel is something different. Yeah, look up
it. Crazy. All right, man. We'll
go back to the video.
Run back to the video.
We'll go back to the video, but like, but basically that does prove that like a lot of things the video is showing you, it's been created or taken examples of what was there. Maybe not everything, but
it looked like marble from a distance, but wasn't. Temporary by intention, demolished by plan. First time I read that, it made sense. Explains the speed of construction, explains the demolition, explains the budget. Then I went back to the photograph. Those domes, the colonnade detail, the sculptural work on every surface, and I tried to hold the words temporary stage set against what I was seeing. It didn't quite fit. That explanation held together for me for a while. Then I started looking at the photographs more carefully. The level of architectural detail wasn't simple. These weren't rough facades. The Court of Honor buildings had thousands of individual sculptural elements.
That's crazy.
Friezes, cornices, columns with mathematically correct classical proportions, decorative panels that would require skilled craftsmen significant time to produce, even with molds. The electricity building alone had intricate ornamentation covering...
That's a good point. I don't care how much manpower you have. You're saying all the manpower you have was doing this intricate details in 2 years?
Right.
That doesn't make any... So the immigrant you got off the street said, hey, you're an immigrant? Yeah. All right, come on. Let's go do this intricate detail of flowers in a square that you've not been trained for.
I would have been help to them.
That's just crazy, man.
Maybe every exterior surface.
Maybe these immigrants had more skill than we did.
Staff, you still need to create the molds, cast thousands of pieces, transport them, and install them with precision for hundreds of buildings simultaneously in 18 months with 1890s technology, wooden scaffolding, hand tools, horse-drawn carts. I kept trying to make the timeline work in my head, and I couldn't. That's when I went looking for construction photographs. If you're building the largest construction project in American history, you document it. Photographers were active in Chicago. Photography was well established by 1890. The Brooklyn Bridge, completed a decade earlier, has extensive construction documentation showing every phase. So where are the White City construction photos? They exist, but they're surprisingly limited. You find images of the site in early stages, cleared land, foundation work. You find photographs of completed buildings. But the middle phases, the period where you'd actually see how these techniques worked and how quickly the work progressed, that documentation is strangely sparse. And that started to bother me, because if you built something this remarkable, this quickly, using innovative methods, you'd want to document it. You'd want proof. The photographic record should be extensive. Instead, what you mostly find are images of the finished product.
Maybe
operation,
ancient civilization,
complete, as if they'd always been there. And that's when I noticed Chicago wasn't alone. St. Louis, 1904.
Look at that. Look
same
at
architectural style.
Now, where's this? That's St. Louis?
Do you look up St. Louis 19... What do you say? Hold on. 1894?
They'd always been there. And that's when I noticed Chicago wasn't alone. St. Louis, 1904.
1904. Sorry, this is a little bit longer than I meant it to be, but I'm just like, what's going on? Is that really the building that 1904 in St. Louis?
Let's see.
What is going on, y'all? What is going on?
Let's see here.
What is that? You don't question that?
Let's see. They're showing them building it.
We can't see like the actual, like, I don't know if it's another box, you have to go to that or something, but for some reason it doesn't show you like when you open them up. But looking at that, that hallway.
That's my bad.
Easy.
My bad.
That's a hallway. There we go. What the? Look a little, man.
That's for the World's Fair. Okay. All right. Look at that.
So he's showing.
Look at this.
So he's showing you stuff that's pretty accurate. Okay. What?
Look at this.
That's St. Louis?
This is paper mache. That's St. Louis, bro. I've been to St. Louis plenty of times. It doesn't look like this.
Oh
it does not
my
look like
God.
this at all. I've been to St. Louis a lot.
These are real. These are real photos. Like this is look. What is going on? That's fake.
Real photos.
That's fake.
Those immigrants, man.
What is that?
Whoa, look at that courtyard.
What is that? Man, y'all better get out of here. This is crazy.
Oh my God.
This is crazy. It's built just like Chicago, damn near.
And look how it's spewing in the water.
Concept. This is crazy, y'all.
Oh
my gosh.
St. Louis, what happened? It don't look like that no more. It don't look like that no more, bro.
That looks like, I could believe that image.
Right.
That I can't. What? Hell no.
I
wouldn't like that. I wouldn't like that anyway. I wouldn't go to that nowhere. I don't like that.
Imagine seeing this underwater. Ooh.
Nah, I'm good. I don't like that.
Ugh.
No, don't go down. No.
We'll keep going. All right. Well, yeah.
All right. We'll keep it.
That's great.
I never believed in Tartaria, but now I'm like, what the? Whatever.
Tartaria.
This is crazy.
Same architectural style, same scale,
yep.
Roughly 2 years of construction. Staff material, temporary designation, demolished after closing. I wasn't surprised. That's what made it worse. San Francisco, 1915. I spent more time on this one. Built on reclaimed land, which is its own question. Under 3 years. Same techniques, same outcome. By the third fair, something shifted. 1 compressed timeline is impressive. 2 starts feeling like a pattern. 3, and you're not admiring the efficiency anymore. You're asking why the pattern exists.
Yeah.
If you're into this kind of buried history, subscribe. I'm not done with this thread. Then I noticed the dates again. These fairs were happening during the same decades when American cities were discovering their older buildings had first floors underground.
Yep.
Streets elevated over time. Gradual urban development. The explanation I'd read before. Same window. 2 separate threads landing in the same years. I didn't know what to do with that yet. I still don't entirely. But I'd looked into those explanations before.
Buried the cities.
The scale doesn't match the documentation.
Or buried the building.
The speed doesn't match the records. The World's Fairs sit right in the middle of this period. Chicago, St. Louis, San Francisco. All hosting these massive exhibitions, all discovering buried architecture in the same years. I didn't connect those dots intentionally. The pattern just kept appearing. And that's when I started asking a different question. Not how did they build these so fast, but what if they didn't build them at all? At least not when and how the official timeline claims. I know how that sounds, but stay with me. Because what happened after the fairs ended is where this becomes difficult to dismiss. The official story says, most buildings were demolished because they were temporary. Staff deteriorates. No permanent function. The land was valuable. Demolition was inevitable. But here's what actually happened. Many of the buildings didn't get demolished. They burned. The Chicago buildings burned in January 1894, a few months after the fair closed. Official explanation, accidental. The materials were flammable, which we already knew. The Palace of Fine Arts survived. It was stone and steel. That tracks. But some of the plaster structures burned so completely they left almost nothing to examine. I filed that away and moved on. Then I looked at St. Louis. 1904. Same pattern, not controlled demolition, fire. San Francisco, 1915, same. Buffalo, 1901, same. Each time the flammable materials explanation. Each time a thorough enough burn. I sat with that for a while. A demolished building leaves something. Rubble, foundations, material you can go back to. A burned building leaves ash. I'm not trying to make this into something it isn't. Maybe they were all accidents. 4 cities, 4 fairs, 4 fires.
Earlier.
That's possible. Unlikely things happen. I just couldn't move past it. But then there's the part that made me question everything. Some buildings didn't burn, didn't get demolished. They became permanent. The Palace of Fine Arts in San Francisco, still standing. The Museum of Science and Industry in Chicago, that was the Palace of Fine Arts from 1893, one of the few permanent structures. It's been in continuous use for over 130 years. So wait, let me make sure this is clear. If these buildings could be made permanent, if they could serve functional purposes for over a century, what does that say about the ones that supposedly couldn't survive?
There you go.
Temporary buildings were as flimsy as claimed, plaster over wooden frames. Why did some require fires to be destroyed rather than simple dismantling?
Yeah,
both
that's what you
types
said.
Supposedly built the same way, in the same time frame, with the same materials.
Now, how come those
Some
other
of these
buildings are
structures
still
lasted
standing?
6 months. Some are still standing. Both of those things can't be true at the same time. Either the material held up or it didn't. I went looking for somewhere in the record that addresses this directly. Maybe it exists. I didn't find it. Something else caught me. The fairs displayed what they called artifacts from around the world, ancient sculptures, historical facades, architectural elements from other cultures. I started asking where those actually came from. The answer I kept finding: loans, donations, reproductions made for the exhibitions. I went looking for the documentation on that too. One building stopped me. The Japanese pavilion, or what they called the Japanese pavilion, built for the exhibition, according to the records. I kept looking at the roofline joinery and the photographs. That kind of woodwork takes decades to learn, not something a crew produces in months after being handed a blueprint. I wanted to find someone who'd looked at this specifically. An architectural historian, a craftsman, anyone. Maybe they have. Maybe there's a clean explanation I haven't found. But I couldn't get past that joinery, and a question I haven't been able to shake. What if some of what was displayed wasn't built for the fair? What if some of it already existed, and the fair was how it got shown before it disappeared? I don't know. That's not a conclusion, it's just where I keep ending up. I can't prove that definitively, but the question felt less absurd the deeper I looked. Here's what we know without interpretation. Major American cities hosted massive architectural exhibitions between 1890 and 1920. These featured elaborate neoclassical structures built, according to records, in impossibly short time frames.
That's the exact same timeline that Nathan gave us, right?
Most were destroyed shortly after, many by fire. A few became permanent civic buildings still standing today. This happened during the same period when urban landscapes were being dramatically altered, and older buildings were being discovered buried. Each piece has an explanation that sounds reasonable, alone. But when you stack the timeline, when you look at the past...
How are there older buildings being discovered in a place that, like, bro...
And people just let that just slide right by them.
Why are we... Like, why...
I'm glad you stopped there. I'm glad you stopped there. Because why are we finding other buildings underground? Why are we discovering architecture? Whose was that?
If I want to see something.
Like, whose building was that?
Nigga. Chicago was founded in 1837.
Okay.
How the fuck do we have the 1893 fair?
Come on, man.
Why do they keep this going? And he keeps going over the fact that they're finding older buildings in a city that was established in 1837.
Right. Where some of the building is underground.
I think we were watching something and putting something together that, I mean, you can act like it's not a big deal, but this is a big deal. I think, y'all. There's something going on. That makes no sense.
Yeah. I mean, and why would some of the architecture hold up and the others didn't? The others didn't.
Why would you have an architecture type of event, right, in a city that's what, maybe 50 years old?
Right.
That makes no sense.
Found it. You know, it takes how long it takes to build that up.
I can think, like, we got here in the 1700s. Like, when was this established in America? Like, how the hell did we establish Chicago and St. Louis in time to have a world fair in two cities in the middle of the country?
Right. Yeah, man.
I get, like, having a world fair like in New York, California.
Yeah, the 13 colonies.
Where the waters, where you go over the next to the ocean. Why would you have a world fair in St. Louis? And how the hell do you get that much water there?
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, they got lakes or rivers that run through
it, but like the amount of water that they like the pool, like the giant pool.
The way that they built around it and created these structures. I mean, they had that. Yeah, I don't know.
This is weird.
I don't know,
across
man.
cities. When you notice what's missing from the construction record and what's present in the destruction record, the official narrative starts needing too many coincidences. It's not one anomaly, it's the accumulation.
Yeah.
Missing construction documentation. Identical styles across fairs separated by years and geography. Convenient fires destroying evidence.
Yep.
The paradox of temporary buildings becoming permanent, century-old structures. The timing overlap with massive, unexplained urban changes. And one question the standard explanation doesn't answer. If these were celebrated achievements that drew millions, if they represented extraordinary examples of American innovation, why the urgency to destroy them? Why not preserve more as parks or cultural centers? Why not study them as examples of rapid construction techniques?
Why burn them down?
Why not maintain them as tourist attractions given how beloved they were? The official answer: the buildings were deteriorating, maintenance would be expensive, the land was more valuable for other purposes.
No sense.
But those answers assume rapid deterioration.
So tear those down and build cheaper shit?
They assume cultural value was negligible. Those are significant assumptions for structures that hosted the most visited events in American history up to that point, events that drew international attention and national pride. It started with one photograph, 2 years to build, 1 year to vanish. I pulled that thread and other threads came with it. Here's what I can actually say. I couldn't find a consistent explanation. The construction timelines don't hold, the fires were too thorough, the documentation is too thin. Each of those things has an answer. I read the answers. Some of them satisfied me, some didn't. The question I keep returning to is simple. Were these buildings actually built from scratch? I don't know. I can't prove otherwise. But the joinery on that pavilion roof, the Palace of Fine Arts surviving when it shouldn't have, the gap between structures that lasted 6 months and structures still standing a century later, those things sit with me and don't move. Maybe there's a straightforward explanation, and I'm missing it. Maybe there isn't. I can't honestly tell you which. The photographs are still in the archives. The records exist. The surviving buildings stand. You can examine them yourself. You can study the timelines. You can look at what's documented and what isn't. The 1893 White City. The evidence remains. What's missing is comprehensive documentation of the construction process that would prove the official timeline. And I keep coming back to that gap, because the more I look, the wider it gets. If you've seen photos, records, or details that point in another direction, leave them in the comments.
Before we go, I want to show you San Francisco. It's 1915 World Fair. Look at that. Look at that shit. Look at that. What the, y'all? Y'all don't think this is, hold on. Y'all don't, like, this is, to me, this is weird, bro. Look at this. Look at that.
Damn.
That was
what was this, 1913?
Like Coruscant. What?
What was this, 1913?
1915? 1915.
You said it looked like Coruscant.
Like, what are we talking about? Like, look, let me show you one more, y'all. Hold on.
Oh man.
Somewhere they're able to get, these were in color for some reason. I got one more for y'all.
Sure. If they have the negative.
Look at that.
God, come on, man. What? When was that?
San Francisco 1915 World Fair. And they said that was bad material. So look how old that looks. That was bad material.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Wow.
I'm pushing this string. People need to see. This is weird, y'all.
Wow, that's strange.
This is weird.
Well, the kids on the orphan trains, they said that's how their cities look. Those that can remember said that's how their cities looked. That they were the white cities that were big and beautiful, and there's a glow to it.
They didn't have that in Minneapolis.
No, they did not have that in Minneapolis. No.
I'm gonna show you. It's impressive. I'm gonna show you Minneapolis in the 1920s, right, to give you some comparison. Still impressive. Still nothing, nothing bad. But hold on, let me pull this image up.
But what about that cathedral in St. Paul?
Ooh, we shouldn't have said that, because I'm like, what the hell? What the hell is going on with the cathedral?
Right,
hold on, bro. Look at this. Look at all the buildings. This is St. Paul, by the way.
Okay. in the 1920s.
This makes sense. But then look at the
Okay,
cathedral back there,
that makes sense.
or the state building.
Right.
That's a little bit
Now,
different.
see, the state building and the cathedral are two totally different architecture types.
Two different archetypes.
Yeah.
When was the state building built?
Good question. Or you mean found? Because the state building, it doesn't look like the rest of the stuff.
Hold on. It was completed in 1905.
Yeah, close up view.
Let's get an image of the Minnesota State Building. Nah, this is Tartaria. I don't care what people say. Hold on.
Nah, this is Tartaria. Okay, what y'all say?
Look at this one.
Yeah, come on, man.
Hold on.
And it's like that all over the nation. The state capitals look like that everywhere. Yeah.
That's the first thing we had said before. Like, a lot of the state capitals look like these buildings. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we're onto something, bro. I don't know, bro. I'm just saying. The intricacy of that.
Right.
And they all like the buildings. Man, I don't know, bro.
Mm-hmm. If you look at the windows, like it's almost look like there's more to the building underneath it. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's possible. I mean, it might be a long shot possibility, but I don't know. Nathan, just looking at the patterns, like the guy was saying, prior to that. I don't know because we don't have that type of architecture to this day. Like even the newer stuff that goes up.
When was St. Paul founded? 1841. Okay. When did they start construction of state building in Minnesota? I'm sorry, I'm just curious.
He's like a dog with a bone, y'all. Once you get on something, you can't get him off.
1896.
That from the construction started
makes more sense though. It took them 5-6 years to make that?
Yeah, that makes sense. But who's this architect? What happened to him?
It seemed he just copied what he saw from the rope. Well, what he thought. I don't know, bro. Who did it? Yeah.
They don't make it like that anymore.
Wait, it was a hotel? A log hotel?
It was.
The state capitol?
It was a hotel?
I didn't read that right.
So the building already existed?
Channing Seabury, chairman of the Capitol Commission, broke ground in 1896. They have a whole image of them doing it, a whole construction album.
Okay.
That's good to know, I guess. Yeah, they have some folks working on it. It still doesn't make sense, though.
Yeah.
But whatever. All right, on to the game for the game.
Are we on to the game for the game?
Yeah.
All right, you'll have to show the first one.
Let me pull this up. Where's my notes? What happened? Notes. Where'd you go? Okay, I got the first one.
You try to show those photos, man. They shut you down.
They didn't want me to show anything. So the first one's called "The CIA Created the Hippie Movement."
All right.
Let me close all my windows real quick. Going through a lot, trying to find stuff. All right.
the hippie movement, and your mom's favorite band probably helped them. The CIA created the hippie movement, and your mom's favorite band probably helped them. In the 1950s, the CIA bought up the world's supply of LSD. They brought it to the pharmaceutical company Eli Lilly, who reverse engineered it, giving them an unlimited supply and a complete monopoly. Then the testing started. One early volunteer for these tests was Ken Kesey. Kesey wrote a book inspired by this experience, which became a bestseller. Then Kesey went on to host events, which he called acid tests. And he wasn't charging anyone, he just wanted people to show up and do acid. For these events, he hired an unknown house band called the Grateful Dead. These events became wildly popular, and with them rose the popularity of the band. So the Grateful Dead begins touring, and Kesey follows them around in a bus from show to show. And everywhere he went, he brought a vat full of Kool-Aid laced with LSD. This guy had a seemingly endless supply, exporting the hippie culture all around the US. Meanwhile, the CIA is flooding college campuses with LSD under the guise of research. And the Grateful Dead was just one of many bands in this movement. At the same time, in Laurel Canyon came a wave of musicians with something in common. They were all children of high-ranking military officials. The biggest names in music: Jim Morrison of The Doors was the son of an admiral. Frank Zappa's father was a chemical warfare specialist. Even Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Yeah, all three of them. And all of these bands as well. The theory is the CIA orchestrated the hippie movement to steer a very real anti-war movement into something a little easier to combat. Dissent without teeth. The hippie slogan was literally,
turn on, tune in, and drop out.
In other words, do acid and remove yourself from society. And a lot of them did drop out of society to go live in communes in the woods. This intersection between hippie culture and the CIA could all be a great big coincidence. Maybe military brats naturally want to rebel. And maybe the CIA was giving away acid because they're chill like that. Or maybe the CIA created the hippie movement.
Huh. Very interesting. I've heard theory of that before. Yep. You just give them something to make them turn off their minds, and then all those protests and all that stuff, where they're trying to change the world, it kind of goes unnoticed because it's like, look at those damn hippies. So you don't take them seriously. So yeah. Never done acid. I heard it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, me either.
I had a buddy. He said looked like he took some one time, looked like the hairs on his arms were dancing.
I'm good. I don't want to do that. That's too much for me.
So is DMT like acid?
I think so.
Is that kind of the same?
No,
same deal?
DMT. I don't know what DMT is. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't done much, but I don't know nothing about no acid and DMT. So
okay, yeah. They're both hallucinogens. So
okay. Yeah, I'm good. I don't want to hallucinate. See.
Yeah, I mean, are you hallucinating?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or have you activated your third eye? Here's the question. All right, so we'll go on to the next one, which is called typos. Let's see here. Well, let me take it back. All right.
Has anybody noticed it's getting a lot harder to type on your iPhone? Like, there's a lot more misspelled stuff.
I will say, now that you say it, yes, it's not like a glaring, but I've definitely been like, am I tripping?
Yes.
Oh, dude, son of a. Dude,
yes.
Oh my God, no.
Come on.
For me, it's a space bar in the sea.
Oh, dude, I'll tell you. So, dude, okay. I've been texting for years on an iPhone. Literally, like my whole life almost. I've been texting on an iPhone. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I know where the keys are. But this past 6 months, actually, after I saw a video about this, it stopped working. Like, I have way more misspells. It takes me so much longer to get a text out.
Okay.
But I think that's on purpose.
Oh, Apple.
Because not only is it an Apple thing, I think it's higher than that.
Oh my God, the tree.
That's good.
Wow.
Have you been sending more voice memos out lately than?
No, don't strike. You're good.
Have you been sending out more voice memos than you have before recently?
Yeah.
I think that's on purpose. I think that they're purposefully making it so where you have typos, so it's just easier for you to talk into the phone.
Oh my God, so they can get our data and
but
our voice.
Why would they want you to talk into the phone?
Oh my God.
So because AI, all this stuff, they're trying to get as much IP from you as they can, so they're getting our voices.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's getting spooky.
I've been on the record of this podcast saying I hate sending out voice memos and I hate people sending me voice memos. I don't even text anymore now.
Oh, that's all you do.
All I do is send voice memos because it's so like I get so many typos.
Oh my God.
Dude, it's a conspiracy. It's going around. And the reason I'm saying this now, because everybody that watched this video, now your phone keyboard is going to stop working. Has any
Probably much to do about nothing, but I do see myself having a lot of errors when I'm typing.
I don't.
Well, maybe I'm just getting old. Oh, and I do it a lot when I'm driving.
I know they were
I'm
talking
kidding.
about. Like,
I'm kidding.
me. All right, the next one is called aura farming.
All right.
Invented goggles called the Dyson goggles that were banned in the U.S. because they saw too much. Tell me more! What do you mean they saw too much? Well, let's get into that. What he actually figured out while he's looking through these goggles is he's looking at a human and he can actually see certain things that you cannot see with the naked eye, because we can only see certain things that's just in the light spectrum. We don't see things like gamma rays, ultraviolet rays, radio waves, microwaves. With these goggles, you see a lot more than you expect to see. What he ended up seeing is the auras of people around them, a certain energy force you can see, and you can actually see how strong or weak that aura is around the person. This is where things got a little bit eerie, because this is where he absolutely got frightened, because certain people did not have auras at all. Meaning this meant to him, they were not human. After he found this information out,
they were
goggles were completely banned and could not be sold or used again. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Don't know if that's true, but yeah, very strange indeed. But I do believe in auras, and I do believe that some people don't have any, and they're usually lame. So yeah, that's usually what it is. So
I'm trying to almost that something. Never mind. Go ahead. Next. Never mind.
You want to say that on live?
Nah,
Okay. Fair enough. We're gonna let that slide. I'll do the next one, which is called the paradox of Christianity. Oh crap! Here we go. Let's see here.
In a nutshell, let me read. God created billions of planets, including Earth, waited billions of years. Then he chose this one planet to put human life on, creates a man out of dust and a woman from his rib, puts them in a ridiculous situation and tells them to not do something that he knew they were going to do. After she gets tempted by the talking snake, this ultimately leads to the downfall of humanity. To go through a bunch of unnecessary suffering, which is extremely unfair and unjust. Skip some time, God didn't like how his creation was behaving, even though he knows everything that would happen. So he sends a flood to wipe out everything and tasks a 500-year-old man to build a boat and get two of every animal on the boat at the same time. Throughout this time, he encourages war and commands the slaughtering of innocent people. By the way, he randomly chose a small region of people to reveal himself to through hallucinations and visions, and tasked those people to preserve and write down his word by a mix of history, symbolic language, and metaphors. Then he magically impregnates an underage girl so he can send himself to Earth to sacrifice himself to himself to serve as a loophole for the rules that he's in charge of to save us from his anger. He also forces you to worship him. If you don't, you'll get sent to hell. But if you do worship him and love him back, you'll get a mansion in heaven. For some reason, he's concerned on who you're sleeping with, but he allows slavery. He used to walk and talk with people, but now he's completely mute. And we're supposed to believe all of this on faith.
Wow.
Ooh, man.
He said a lot right there, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you can push back on it if you want to. You can have cognitive dissonance that you're going to, but a lot of stuff that he's saying makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, that whole Jesus part is weird. It's a weird thing. Not saying Jesus is weird. Jesus is great, but like
the way that it's explained.
Like you're God in human flesh, so you are Jesus, and it's weird. You sacrifice yourself for yourself. Yeah, that's kind of weird.
That's wild.
Really weird. All right, the next one ain't gonna get much better.
And then what is the sacrifice?
Yourself?
What is the sacrifice then? If you're sacrificing yourself,
there's no sacrifice. He didn't sacrifice. God didn't sacrifice anything that he cared about.
Right.
If we're going off the people saying that Jesus is God, Jesus said he's not God.
Right.
But that's different. Like he's not. They're two different people. But
it's the Trinity.
Yeah.
All right.
Y'all may not like the next one if you're a Bible.
Shit.
This is called Black Americans Suffer More Than Your Messiah.
Is it my girl?
Yeah, your girl.
Slaves suffered more than Jesus did. I can't believe this is even a discussion. Of course the slaves suffered more than Jesus did. I can't believe this is even a discussion. Show me where they skinned Jesus and used his skin for belts and purses. Show me where they used Jesus's hair to stuff pillows. Show me where they used Jesus's teeth for dentures. Show me where Jesus had his manhood cut off. Show me where they shit in Jesus's mouth. I'll wait. Everything that I listed was done to enslaved people. And those are just the horrors of slavery that we are aware of, the horrors that were documented. There are far worse things, unspeakable things that were done to the slaves that was not documented. And all of that didn't happen over a couple of hours or a couple of days, which is how long it took for Jesus to go through the whole death and rising shit. 3 days. The enslaved people endured the horrors of slavery for hundreds of years. And let's not forget how they were treated after they were freed. To say that some dude who suffered for a couple of hours, died, and then rose back up, suffered more than the enslaved people is not only extremely ignorant, it's also disrespectful as fuck to our ancestors that had to endure the shit. It's because of their sacrifice that I'm able to get on this internet and tell y'all about this shit. We don't even have concrete proof that this Jesus dude even existed. And people are saying that he suffered more than real people who have real documentation and real proof of being on this earth and suffering the way that they did. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, I know the indoctrination runs deep, but we can't be this dense.
But that's some real spit. I mean, Black people suffered, slaves suffered way more. I mean, Black Americans, I'm gonna be real, even during Jim Crow, they suffered way more than Jesus did.
Yeah.
When really think about it.
Yeah, in our parents' lifetime.
In our parents' lifetime.
So just one generation ago, technically one generation, you know, they count all these other generations, but basically just one generation, at least for us, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. And you talk about Jesus suffering, Jesus' pain.
Yeah.
And your people have been through way more pain than the person you pray to.
Oh, and newsflash, it still happens.
It still happens. And then people tell you that honoring your ancestors or referring to your ancestors is demonic.
Right.
I think that's demonic to tell somebody that. Exactly.
And there are other people in other countries who are suffering, these war-torn countries and things like that. Like, you know, it doesn't just end there. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, that's what's documented. There are things that are, like you said, that have not been documented because it's just so bad, it's so evil.
I mean,
you know,
they use slaves for science experiments and tuberculosis and all types of stuff.
They use what was it, the Tuskegee experiment?
Yeah.
That was not that long ago.
No.
That was not that long ago at all.
Jesus wasn't a scientific experiment.
No. And then you got Nolan Wells.
Man.
You know.
That is.
And the police chief was like, yeah, I don't know, it's an accident.
Why is his throat missing? I don't know. Why is his throat missing in the eye? Where's his throat? Why'd you take his throat away?
Right. Crazy stuff, man. And they don't want anybody looking into it. So, all right, man. Next one is the English language is witchcraft. Boy, we on one today, y'all. All right, just check this out. I'll mute it here. Can I bring this back? No. All right.
Cultic. I'm gonna just let them cook, play the video.
Your English language is occultic. Okay, it comes from Anglo-Saxon, right? English is what it's called. English. Anglo is angelo. Saxon is Saxon. It's sect. Okay, it means angel sex. It's from the fallen angels that had sex with the women. This is literally where this stems from. And so it's an occultic language. All the old books of witchcraft they have English words in them. Like the English is a witchcraft. It's witch tongue is what it's called. Okay, so like when you start digging into stuff, you'll be like, okay, this is really weird. Why is it saying these things in here? These things in here that are all English related, bro. Why is it called spelling? in our
They're all
language.
casting spells, right?
It is a spell casting language, bro. It's called, do you know where the word, grammar comes from?
No.
Etymology of grammar. Google it, somebody. Etymology of grammar. It literally says witchcraft, incantations, mumbo jumbo, spells. So like when you study what the etymology of words, your whole perspective starts to shift. Like grammar is from grimoire. Grimoire is the old books of witchcraft.
Yeah.
That's what grimoire is. That's where we get the word grammar. Okay. That's why it's called the Grammys. When people get awards at the Grammys, bro, it's witchcraft. They're rewarding you for witchcraft. Like that's why it's called that. Okay. Program. Pro means for. Gram means witchcraft. Programming you. Programmer. It's programmoire. It's pro witchcraft. It's for witchcraft. Like everything that you're watching. I mean, like the television. They're telling you lying visions. Tell lie visions. Okay. And it's the channel. In witchcraft, it's called channeling. It's the media.
Wow.
Okay. The media that you watch is called the medium, is the witch. When you go talk to a medium, the medium's the in-between, you and the bigs and the littles. You're the little, the bigs are the gods, the Thor and all of them. Okay. And then the medium is the in-between. That's the person that goes between the gods and you. That's mediumship. That's why it's called the media.
Wow.
So, dude, when you see it like that, it's like, dude, the whole thing is occultic. It's all a bunch of witchcraft, but we're so naive to it. I mean, Hollywood is the wood that wizards and witches craft their wands and staves out of. They craft it out of Hollywood. It's not like they're telling you what it is. Okay, they're telling you straight up. It's like, we naively see these things and then brush it off and don't think that, oh, that's whatever. We don't think that's weird.
Yeah, I mean, he said a lot. I mean,
with Cap.
Is witchcraft bad? All witchcraft bad though?
No, I don't think so.
Right.
But he said that grammar is casting spells, and Google said grammar is just letters or the art of letters. So I mean, you could stretch it, I guess, and say.
I mean, look, if anybody has any runes or anything or any spell casting that could make me rich.
Yep. Yeah, I was thinking about watching Obsession when he.
Yeah.
Whatever.
that guy made
a great decision until he didn't.
What could go wrong with that? I'm sure that maybe it comes from
the weight of that in your house is about, like, where would you put that?
How do you use it?
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, you can't make big purchases with it. You have to clean the money.
I don't know that would work if you wished it into your bank account.
Yeah, like, but how did it get there?
It has to be like I wish to win the lottery. Boom. Like that's the money that's what I would. I mean, who would think that if you have a wish? But I mean,
that's a good workaround. Yeah, that's a good workaround. Yeah, you win the lottery. You would still, because people who win the lottery, that is public information, and so people pop up out of the woodwork wanting some. You know what I'm saying?
I'd have to figure out a way to make it anonymous.
Yeah, I don't know if you can. There might be a way to do it because people had to deal with it. Yeah.
Anyways, this next one is called Voices.
All right. I got these voices in my head.
According to psychology, people who often talk to themselves inside their head, where they're both the speaker and the listener, apparently that's not normal. Oh no. Yeah, what they're saying is the people that actually create scenarios inside their head where they're actually creating an argument and they're arguing about something or going back and forth, that's a little bit off. Okay. Yeah, they're saying that it's a form of self-regulation and a way to process things when they feel like nobody else understands them. Oh, fun. They feel like they've created a safe space where they can actually talk to and listen to themselves for the things that they don't want to say out loud, potentially to somebody such as their boss or something. Okay. So I think I'm going to go think about this and have a fake scenario and maybe argument in my head. Okay.
Okay.
Do you do that?
Yeah, I mean, not argue, but I definitely have thrown fishes with myself.
You'll never cuss yourself out? Cut yourself off?
No, that's crazy. That's wild word.
Shut up. No, you shut up. No, you shut up. No, you shut up. All right. Next one is called 7 Years. All right, what we got here? God damn it.
Years. Because the Bible low-key makes it sound like they were there for a few days before she got up in that fruit tree. But according to the Ethiopian Bible, it was 7 years. Now, disclaimer, I am not claiming this is scripture. I am sharing for informational purposes only and want you to rely heavily on the Holy Spirit for discernment. Let's get into it. This is the book of Jubilees of the Little Genesis 3:15. And in the first week of the first Jubilee, Adam and his wife were in the Garden of Eden for 7 years, tilling and keeping it. And we gave him work, and we instructed him to do everything that is suitable for tillage. And he tilled the garden and was naked and knew it not, and was not ashamed, and he protected the garden from birds and beasts and cattle, and grabbed it, and gathered its fruit, and eat, and put aside the residue for himself and for his wife, put aside that which was being kept. And after the completion of 7 years, which had been completed there 7 years exactly, 8 a.m., and in the second month of the 17th day of the month, the serpent came and approached the woman, and the serpent said to the woman, Has Yahweh commanded you, saying, You shall not eat of every tree of the garden? 7 years exactly. Which is interesting because the number 7 actually symbolizes completeness biblically, which is kind of why you see it repeated, right? 7 days, 7 years symbolizes completeness, as does 12, which we also see 12 disciples, 12 tribes of Israel, etc. You get it. But God is very intentional. They completed their time in the garden in that 7 years. And then and only then did the serpent come about. But once again, I'm not claiming this is scripture. We're just looking at this for historical and informational purposes to help fill in some of the questions we may have from the Bible, because this is a rough draft, a very rough compilation of the books of the Ethiopian Bible. There is no translated version of the Ethiopian Bible that is approved by the Ethiopian Church or accepted by scholars. So again, please use your discernment from the Holy Spirit. As always, this is just something that I found in the Ethiopian Bible today, and I'm sharing it with you. God bless.
Wearing a cross. You believe in Jesus, but you wear a cross.
I don't know what she's got going on. Okay,
yeah.
I have another one from her too. It's called Conspiracy Theory.
Okay.
She's over here just talking, I guess. I didn't know what I was playing.
Conspiracy theory, but like spiritually. What if the reason that I have a conspiracy theory, but like spiritually. What if the reason that Jesus kept telling people, he was like, no, they didn't die, they're asleep, is because the place we go to when we're asleep is just where we go when we die. We just stop waking up from there. Because I don't know about you, but have you ever had like that super, super restful sleep where you like, you're in a different realm and it literally feels like you're waking up from the dead when you wake up? Like you're like, like it's an experience. My conspiracy theory, it's a crazy one, take it with a grain of salt, is that we go to that realm every time we go to sleep. And it is a realm. And then once we die, we just go back to that realm and we just stop waking up. Like we stop coming back here. Does that sound crazy? Because I don't know. It kind of makes sense to me, low key. Like, I've always been like, why does Jesus call it sleep? Like, why is he like, no, they're just sleeping? But I just had that restful sleep. Like, I just came from another dimension and I'm still not all here. Like, I'm dazed. What if they're one and the same? What if it's not some scary unknown place? What if we go there all the time? And then when the time is over, we literally just stop coming back here. Because he never seemed worried about them. Like, even though he wept for Lazarus, he was never worried about them. He's like, no, they're just sleeping, like, chill. And then everybody was woken up. I don't know. As you all know, I'm reading through the Ethiopian Bible and it has the book of Enoch in it, so I will be refreshing myself on the book of Enoch, and I'm gonna see how this theory holds up as I read it.
The book of Enoch is a cool read, but yeah, man. I mean, most of the time, I'm at a really cool place when I'm asleep. Most of the time, and when I wake up, I'm like, fuck.
I dream about the same place over and over for some reason now. Like I kind of just confirmed that now. Like every time, I'm like, oh, I was in that place again.
Are you back in the mall?
I don't know what it is. I'm never in a mall.
A mall world? Okay.
I had some bad dream, though, the other night, and Lauren woke me up from it, and I can't remember what it was. Is that crazy?
Yeah.
I don't have those.
The fact that she had to wake you up because you were having a bad dream, and you don't remember what it was, that's wild work.
I don't remember what the dream was anymore.
Well, you don't want to go there if you pass. That's not the place you want to be.
I don't want to go there.
No, man.
But I don't want. Is this weird? I don't want to die and go somewhere where it's just safety. I do want an adventure. Maybe I don't die, but like
maybe you're free. Maybe you're free to go wherever you want.
Like I want an adventure. I want to go. There's not a dream. There's something at stake. There's something going on that we're all getting ready for. I don't know what it is. It's like we got time to prepare for it, but we're doing something.
Are you doom prepping?
Not really, because we're not scared. We're not worried about it. It is something that we have to deal with.
Huh.
It's like Goku getting ready for fight in the Cell games.
I mean,
like we know we can do it, but it's going, it's dangerous. Like, I don't know.
So it is dangerous there. So
I don't know what that dream is.
If you fail, are like there something bad gonna happen? Like,
I don't think we thought about failing.
There'll be consequences. Oh, okay, all right. So it's basically somebody got Gohan, and they're like, man, don't even worry about it because he's gonna be able to run the fade.
I don't know what it. Yeah, we're all pretty confident, but it's something we got to deal with. But it's I don't know. It's hard to explain.
All right. So in that place, if that's where you would go, like would you be okay if you had to place?
I feel like I'd be at my best. I always got something going on. I'm trying to get this. I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to do this. Trying to do that. And the volleyball is kicking it too. We're kicking it. It's someone's birthday. I don't know. It's really interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not in the same place all the time.
It may not be like a world event, but it's something. I think there's the people I'm around that were like, "Oh, we got that going on soon." I don't know what it is.
Huh. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I mean, I like her theory. If I can go to where I normally am. Yeah, not necessarily mall world because I've never been there. I haven't been
in a mall in a minute.
Yeah. So I just, me, man. I like flying in my dreams. So if I'm flying, I'm good. That's
what I can do now. Like my dreams are pretty. Like I can do anything I want now. Like the scary stuff. Like I thought I was scared. Wasn't that bad. I think I was more like, this is weird. Like, get away from, like, that's what it was. This thing was like in my face.
What was it?
I was like, it's like a demonic thing. And I was like trying to get away from it, like get out of my face. But it wasn't like scary. And then Lauren woke me up and I was like, oh, is this real? Okay, good.
Wow.
I went back to sleep.
You got a demon in your face and it wasn't scary?
But I'm telling you what, there's something in that world that like I'm kind of just numb to the scary stuff now.
Probably because you know how to do instant manifestation.
Well, every time I'm ready to throw hands, they don't want to throw hands. So.
They want to throw hands. Okay. You're like, I want to run me my one. Nah, we're good.
Yeah, go away now. Like, okay.
Oh man. But yeah. If that's where I gotta go, that's fine. Because again, I often wake up and I'm like, damn, I woke up.
Yep, me too.
You know what I'm saying? So not in a I don't ever want to wake up again type feeling. It's like, man, I was having a good time where fun. I am. So nothing morbid. Yeah. But okay, so this is the last one for Game of the Game called Zealandia. This isn't that interesting, but I'll play it anyway. I'm pretty sure we've talked about this before. Give me a second here.
You learned in school, forget everything you learned in school. Australia has a massive hidden neighbor lurking right under the ocean. It's called Zealandia, a mysterious 8th continent that's 2/3 the size of Australia. Millions of years ago, it broke away from the supercontinent of Gondwana right alongside us. But tectonic forces stretched it so thin that 94% of it sank completely beneath the ocean, leaving only New Zealand and New Caledonia poking out. In 2017, a research ship sailing out of Townsville drilled deep into the Tasman sea floor. What they pulled up shocked everyone. Fossilized tree pollen and land plants from 80 million years ago, proving this wasn't just an empty seabed. It was a lush, lost world buried under a kilometre of water. For decades, its exact shape was a total mystery. But in 2013, Zealandia actually became the very first continent on Earth to be completely mapped to its underwater edges. It's the ultimate geological disappearing act, right in our own backyard. If an entire continent was hiding next to Australia this whole time, what else do you think is down there that we haven't found out about yet? Give us your thoughts below.
Atlantis? Lemuria?
Atlantis.
So yeah, guys, confirmed. Another continent, but you don't have access to it anyway. So is it really a continent?
Yeah.
So we're gonna get to the fun part.
Game for the game
is over, and now it's Cap. or no cap. Cap or no cap is a section of our segment that we do. We show videos. It's usually creepy videos, scary videos. And if you think that it is real and authentic, you say no cap. If you think that it's fake, you say it's cap. And you can go ahead and put your answers in the chat. And I think you got the first one.
Yep. Yeah. So this is one of my favorite creators. Her name is Tell Me Your Ghost Story Podcast. She shares creepy photos, and this is her top 10 she's done so far. So we're gonna see what she's chosen as her favorite. See if we, if we believe in any of them. I guess what we could do, right? All right. All right. Let's get it active.
Photo in my Creepy Real Photo series. Out of all 100, these are the top 10 that still keep me up at night. Starting us off in 10th place is part 70. A mother visiting Plessy Woods Country Park captured a photo that appears to show a ghostly child behind her son. 9th place goes to part 21. Two brothers posed for a photo at Blackpool Beach, but when the family looked at the photos later, they noticed a strange figure between the two boys. In 8th place, part 18. While on a ghost tour at the Crescent Hotel in Eureka Springs, a couple snapped two nearly identical photos in the stairwell mirror. One photo appeared to capture a figure behind the woman. And in 7th place, part 8. After visiting Fort Worth Museum, the family noticed a figure in the background of one of their photos. 6th place goes to part 60. While looking through candid photos she took of her husband and their granddaughter, a woman spotted a figure in the background of her house. And this is what happens when you adjust the brightness of the photo. In 5th, part 71. A woman visiting the Higgins Armory Museum snapped a photo of her daughter and noticed this figure hovering above her. 4th place is part 33. While visiting the Mansfield Reformatory in Ohio, a woman took a photo inside an empty prison cell. Days later, she noticed this figure hovering over her shoulder. In 3rd place, part 44. A grandmother photographing her grandchildren at Pipestone National Monument captured this figure on Old Stone Face. 2nd place is part 74. While exploring a castle in South Wales, two sisters took a photo in a small room they claim was completely empty. Days later, they were shocked to find a girl in white standing between them. And coming in first place, what I believe to be the creepiest photo of all time, is part 2. While visiting Hampton Court Palace, two girls took a series of photos. Most of them came out completely normal, except for this one. As always, follow for more creepy real photos. While visiting Hampton Court Palace.
What?
Hell nah.
God, that thing is huge. Is that
gave
it?
me shivers. Oh, ooh, God. Yeah, let's take that off. What the hell is that thing?
Wow. No cap.
What? I never want to see that in the hallway. Ooh, man.
That gave me goosebumps. Wow. Damn. Can you imagine waking up to that thing standing at the edge of your bed?
I would probably die. I'd probably just pass out.
That is crazy. Yeah, absolutely no cap to all those.
That's crazy. Yeah, no cap to all those.
Yeah. All right, so that was good. I'll go to the next one, which is called Nosy Neighbor. My neighbors have acting weird lately. Okay. Oh.
Where'd she go?
Hell no.
Oh, shit. Run that back.
My neighbors are acting very weird lately. Let's see. Oh my god.
I don't like her at all. I don't like that. Eyes, man. And she brought her ass over to your house.
Smooth over.
She does this in broad daylight. Yeah, I'm not feeling that. I'm gonna say cap.
That's probably cap. That's probably cap. That was a good video though.
All right, the next one is called Snap a Picture.
My entire life in it, and this photo has one of the creepiest things I've ever seen in my entire life in it, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. This was taken at the Hampton Court Palace in the UK, a historical site that has a lot of association with royals throughout history. Now, this person was just snapping some photos, and they realized in this particular photo, there's something peeking around the corner at the bottom of these stairs going into the basement. Now, it's kind of hard to see because it is very dark, but you can make out eyes, nose, a mouth, and just a floating face. But when you brighten this image, that's when it gets absolutely terrifying, because what do you mean this thing was looking at you? What do you mean this thing is there? It even looks like it has like its tongue sticking out or something. It is so creepy. It honestly looks like a zombie. And because this place has so much history with the royal families, there's no telling where this spirit came from and why it's there. What do you guys think this is? Because it is absolutely terrifying.
Damn.
And what would you do if you caught this on camera?
No cap.
No cap. I mean, we had somebody watching our show one time. They were from Britain. They said that that place is haunted. It's very cool to visit. Damn, that would fuck me up.
Yeah, I would never go back in there.
There's so many ghosts there, man.
What the hell? That's a ghost?
I don't know. That might be a little something extra. That might have been something that got summoned by Aleister Crowley or something. You know, I mean,
he covered that weird ass dude.
Yeah. That's crazy. All right. So the next one is burn it. Is it burn it down? The next one?
Burn it down. Yeah.
All right. So there we go.
Yep. That's all I need in here. That's all the evidence I need.
Kinda annoyed at this point, he barges in to try to figure out what's going on.
He gets annoyed.
This is insane. Doors open in here too. Hey, who's in here? Hey, who is in here? Come on, man. Hey, who is in here? Man? I'm over it.
Oh my god. Things only got worse. Ryan caught more disturbing sounds coming from the attic, and for some reason, developed a strange rash. His dog even started preventing him from going in the shed. But what makes this all creepier is what his daughter told him while they were hanging out in the backyard.
Hey, do you like the shed?
No.
Why?
Yeah, that's nasty.
Why? What does it do?
Noise.
That's it. Throw the whole shed away. Throw the house away. Move out of the country, damn one there.
Yeah, we've seen a different video from him before. But yeah, it was about that situation in the shed. Pretty crazy.
This
Pretty
next
crazy.
video, bro, is not Bigfoot. This is like
What is it?
This is the Galactic War update.
Wow. Whoops. My fault. This is not porn. All right. What else we got?
May change it to. It might be actually something we want to do a game for the game.
Is it a game for the game type deal?
It might be. I think it's something cool. Wait, where did my thing go? Oh, here we go. All right, we'll put it here for now. Let's go to where we at? Ring camera. All right, let's try this one.
A deeper look.
Oh,
okay.
It's not working. Page unavailable.
What?
TikTok. All right, the tall man. We'll try this one.
All right.
If you don't know the story of the tall man, you better find out. All right, here we go.
I see it. Right here. Hold on.
I told you I was seeing something.
Something moving right there, black. Right towards us.
That's way in there, guys. Hold on. That's tall. Okay, this is up to my chest. Hello? What is that?
Why are you yelling at
Hello? That's not a dude.
No.
That's not a person. That's tall. Hello? It's blinking in and out, dude.
Yeah, that thing is kind of like
Just
phasing
some weird
in and
cloaky
out of
thing.
reality.
It's getting taller and cloaky weird.
Yes.
You can see its knees going up.
It's moving. It's moving. We got it right there.
What is happening? Hello?
That looks like the thing I saw.
Does it?
Stop.
It's just not
What
running.
is it stopping for? Oh my God, what's it
Now
doing?
it's moving fast.
It's
Ooh.
doing something. Oh my God.
It's hitting it now.
No, you're good. It's moving.
That thing you saw in
Blinking,
Alabama?
Like I just saw the tree behind it. Like it's see-through. What is it doing?
God, it's freaky.
It's pixelated. There's nothing you can do. Look, you can. Oh! What am I catching right now? Guys, it's so far away.
Wow.
I
Oh my
can't help
gosh.
that. But it's doing something. Like cloaky wise. It gets really, really dark.
It's moving. It's moving.
What is it?
It's moving towards
Glass
It looks like a
moving away.
dog. It's got dog man face, dude. Hello?
Hell no, bro. Why are you yelling to it?
It stopped. Oh,
Oh,
my
no.
God, it
It's
goes.
time to go. Time to go.
No.
Yep. We out.
Hell no.
Yeah, man.
That was the thing. I mean, mine was more of a form.
More
Like,
of
it was that tall
more of a form of a
person.
A person, but so it was bipedal on two legs, huh?
Yeah.
God, I could do it.
That makes feel weird.
I know, right? Yeah. And the one you saw was standing by a stop sign, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's about as tall as it was taller than the stop sign.
Yeah, about the same height.
Stop signs ain't short, folks.
And y'all remember I asked my homeboy about that. He was like, "That's crazy," because I was just telling my girl about that. He's like, "Yeah, I don't know what we saw." He's like, "It looked like Bigfoot."
Damn.
That thing looked like Bigfoot.
And y'all went back to try to find it, didn't you?
Yeah, like dummies. We tried to see if we could find it.
Ooh, you didn't find what you were looking for. Right. Yeah, so I'm gonna go no cap on that as well. All right, so that's what it's called. Winner chicken dinner. So let's see what we got.
Video coming out of Mexico. A woman said something kept getting to her chickens. No matter what, she put wire and everything up, something kept getting in there with her chickens and eating them. One day, she heard rustling in her chicken coop, so she went out with her phone and recorded it. Look at what this captures on camera.
Hell no. Hell no.
What
What
on
the
earth is that?
Is that real?
Thing had to be at least 6 foot tall.
That thing is
And if you look
huge.
closely, you can actually see its mouth is open before it turns and runs. And she turns and runs as well. This thing straight up looks like an animatronic. It looks like a Five Nights at Freddy's character. People are saying that this is a dog man, while others are saying that it's some sort of
What
werewolf.
the fuck? Nah.
Whatever it is, I'd let it have the chickens, and I wouldn't get any more
you can
until
have
it
them
go
chickens.
away.
I ain't got a
But that's
problem
just my personal opinion. What do y'all think about this? And
I
what do
got
you
a
think
problem
this
with you.
is? Let me know.
I'm watching it
I
again.
ain't got a problem with you, bro. I would tell him that I ain't got no problem with you.
Please tell me y'all
Man,
saw this
for real.
video coming out of Mexico.
I
A
don't
woman
even-
said something kept getting to her chickens.
I don't even know
No
you
matter
could
what,
shoot
she
it.
put wire and everything up. Something kept getting in there with her chickens and eating them. One day, she heard rustling in her chicken coop, so she went out with her phone and recorded it. Look at what this woman captures on camera. Talk about terrifying. What on earth is that?
That's a
Now,
full-blown
she said this
werewolf.
thing had to be at least 6 foot tall. And if you look closely, you can actually see its mouth is open
Joseph's ears.
before it turns and runs.
It turns.
And she turns and runs as well. This thing straight up looks like an animatronic. It looks like a Five Nights at Freddy's character. People are
eyes.
saying that this is a dog man, while others are saying that it's some sort of
God.
werewolf. Whatever it
Eyes,
is,
nose,
I'd
mouth,
let it have the chickens,
ears.
and I wouldn't get any more, so it'd go away.
But that's just my personal opinion. What do y'all think about this? And what do you think this is? Let me know.
Werewolf. Wolf by night.
That's just crazy, bro.
Or it could be Dogman.
That shit's
Because
crazy.
a werewolf is a human that turns into a wolf. That thing is hunting chickens.
Could be a dog man, but I don't want to. If that was a dog man looks like, I don't want to be by that. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
All right, the next one. Turn out the light. Don't forget to turn the lights off. All right.
Okay.
I'm looking for. All right,
Imagine taking a photo to send to your husband because you're mad as fuck at him for leaving the kitchen light on again, and inadvertently capturing something absolutely terrifying standing in your doorway, because that's what happened here.
Look at that.
Now, you can't really see much until you brighten the photo some, and then you can really see what's standing in this woman's doorway. What looks like an apparition of a woman is just staring at her. She actually noticed this because you can kind of see the shoulder in the photo that's not brightened. But plain as day, there is a lady standing there. You can see her eyes, her nose, her lips. It looks like she's wearing some sort of hat. And the woman who took the photo believes that this is one of her ancestors, Anne Boleyn. She said she has dreams about her all the time. She believes that Anne Boleyn's spirit is somehow attached to her. Now, I will say, I do see the resemblance here. And I enhanced the photo even more, and you can see more spirits in this photo, not just this one.
Yep.
So maybe this woman has multiple spirits attached to her. Imagine taking a photo to send.
Wow.
She's powerful.
Wow.
No cap.
Wow. Yeah, I say no cap too. Nathan back in the building. He says no cap. I've been in northern Michigan and heard some odd shit that was not a deer nor a dog. Yeah, the dog man, he is known to roam, or dog men are known to roam Michigan, especially northern Michigan. It's all good, brother. It's all good, man. We saw you tuned in. We can see there's a viewer. There was always one. We figured it was either you or Shell. So, but we told Shell to watch Obsession, so she might be doing that right now. But yeah, that is that's crazy, man. God, you picked some good ones, man. Wow. Yeah, I said it looks like that ghost has elephantitis on the face. Yeah, it kind of did.
It looked weird, yeah.
It looked totally disfigured. That's one of the scariest ones I've seen, man.
That's terrifying. And then other spirits behind it, which is crazier.
Yeah, that's crazy work, man. So, okay, I'm gonna say no cat. And then the next one is I heard something.
Mm-hmm.
So let's pull this up. All right.
Good, that's good. Great. Yeah.
I'm not gonna heard something about what's wrong about.
What?
I don't know.
Go. Oh my fucking god. Go. Move. Oh my god. Go.
Run that back.
Okay. Yo, chill. Yo, that's good. Great. Yeah.
I'm not gonna heard something about what's wrong about.
What?
I don't know.
That's it.
No. Go. Oh my fucking god. Yo. Move. Oh my god. Go.
What the fuck? What the hell was that?
Oh no. No cap though.
No, something came out of there.
Man, what the hell was that?
Maybe I agree. Kobe has some good videos, man. He got some good ones. Yeah. I'm glad someone hasn't had a night terror yet, because if he's in here with me, they would scare the shit out of me. Yeah.
All right. This next one's called Ain't No Way.
All right.
Ain't no motherfucking way. All right, let's get it.
Like a regular person. Ain't no fucking way, bro.
She forgot her security camera there, and just 2 days after moving out, it captured this.
And they think that one might be from a short movie. Okay.
Ain't no fucking way.
That's a good movie.
The door that they locked before leaving somehow opened on its own, Sandra and her boyfriend would come to the house that night to lock the door, but ended up forgetting the camera again. So Sandra would come back within a few days to retrieve it, when something strange happened.
So we are pulling up to my old house.
Well, someone lives there, but it's not someone like a regular person. Ain't no fucking way, bro. If you have a scary situation like this, just leave the house. It's a house. Just leave it alone. It's not some.
Yeah, no cat. I'm not going to the house. That was a demon house that we
They
saw
had that
back in the
shit.
day.
It did look like that demon house from Gary. I don't know if that one's I don't know if that's a short movie. Nathan, what do you think about that? You think that one's a short movie? Is that other one the short movie? That's a good one, man. I want to see that. He said no cap, no thanks. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm cool. Ain't no way, bro. I'm good. Like it don't want her to even come nowhere near the house. It knocked the chair down and everything. Yeah, that's crazy.
I said,
All right,
why the fuck you here again? Get out of here.
Yeah, good thing it's her old house. She doesn't live there anymore.
Man, that's terrifying.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. That's probably why she moved. All right, so we got the last one called "Help Me." Put this up here. All right, here we go.
Okay, we're just gonna peek in. Oh my! What the fuck?
Our next encounter takes us to Jacksonville, Florida, where a man named Eric lives on a massive piece of property surrounded by more than 300 acres of swampland. And according to Eric, there is one detail that makes the property even more unsettling. He says the land was once used as a Native American burial site. Over the course of several
bring the
days,
matches, I'll
Eric
bring the
began
gasoline.
noticing strange things around the property. There were unusual noises coming from the woods, movements in the darkness, and sounds that did not seem to have any obvious explanation. At first, he thought it might be trespassers. Maybe someone was sneaking onto the land, hiding in the woods, or using the property without permission. So he started locking everything up more carefully and paying closer attention to what was happening outside. But then, one night around 1:30 in the morning, everything changed.
Y'all, I just walked off the porch and I came out here to check on the chickens. I just heard, first off, I heard my name. Second off, it sounded like somebody was saying, help me. Hold on.
Hear something?
Don't follow it.
He's going toward the sound. Nope. The hell no.
That sounds like his voice.
Kind of does.
Eric was standing on his porch when he heard something coming from the woods. It was a voice. Somewhere out in the darkness, something was calling for help.
Bro, where's your flashlight?
Help. I need help. Eric, can you help me?
Eric tries to figure out where the voice is coming from.
Brother.
He scans the area, looks into the trees,
Oh, I see what you're
listens
saying.
closely, but he cannot see anyone. There is no person, no movement.
Yes, he is super
just
white.
the voice. That alone is enough to put him on edge. So he heads back inside, locks the doors, and spends the rest of the night on high alert. The next morning, Eric decides to investigate the area where the voice seemed to be coming from. And that is when something strange happens.
Okay, so we are out here exactly where everybody said this thing was standing. This is the spot right here. There's the.
Oh, it did kind of sound like Eric, help me. That an doppelganger or?
So this is the exact spot right here, guys. There's the chickens in the background. So I don't know. This is in this area right here is where we're standing. Is where everybody says we're standing. I couldn't see it while standing just about over there.
Nigga, you were that close?
No.
Yeah, that's
so
crazy.
we keep this stuff like this locked. We keep stuff like this locked because, like I said, crackheads. Check to make sure it's locked.
I mean, he is in Jacksonville.
Door's locked. This is the trailer that I was worried about. So fucking see that, bro? Look, I'm telling you, bro.
There's someone looking.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just gonna peek in. Oh my, what
Shit, fuck that.
Okay, we're just gonna
Hell.
peek in. Oh my, what the
Our next encounter takes us to
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got me. No cap. Yeah, you need a gun. You need a hookah. You need something.
Yeah, brain the strap with you. I don't know why you didn't have a flashlight while you was out there at night. You know what I'm saying? And he said that there might be crackheads out there. So what are you doing? It's probably a crackhead. Who knows?
Okay.
Does he live in Bayou? That's the problem. He lives in Jacksonville, Florida, which, say not the Bayou, but they got problems out there. They definitely got problems. Nathan, do you think it's an entity, or you think it's a person?
I think it's an entity.
It's an entity.
Be the son Jamal Adams.
Say what?
Viking sign Jamal Adams.
Never heard of her.
Never heard of Jamal Adams, a safety?
Oh yeah, my bad.
Hey, it's a monster.
Yeah, okay.
That's crazy.
Anyways,
Anyways,
close
cool.
enough. Supernatural.
That's crazy, bro. No cap.
That okay. Looks like we're trying to make another run at the Super Bowl.
Oh, we ain't gonna do nothing. But...
No, we're not at all. Yeah. Okay, Kobe. Those were really good. Those were really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the game, everything was good.
Yeah.
The game.
Yeah, that's what there's.
We're
No.
doing
Story time. Yes, story time.
All right.
Don't run me off the
2
stage,
hours, bro.
Don't run me off the stage.
Come
We're not
on,
at 2
man.
hours yet. We're not at
Damn
2 hours
near.
yet. All right. So Nathan likes story time. So we're gonna do story time for Nathan. Guns or candles will cure. And candles with an accelerant. That's definitely for show. All right. So I do have a story time for y'all. It's not very long, bro. So don't you worry about that. Yeah. You know, man. I got you, bro. I got you. We got long-winded with a short video, so that's our fault.
True.
So let me just go ahead and share this real quick, and you guys can go to sleep to this.
Tell me, what's the creepiest experience you ever had in your life, and why you still think about that moment?
This is about when I seen my best friend in Abilene, Texas, right? She
I like the
passed away on my
flammable
mother's birthday
gels.
in January, right? And
Burn it
was
down.
2 weeks before they found her or her kids. This girl had her kids. This man murdered her, and she was missing for 2 weeks. Long story short, her family thought she was in Texas with me because before she passed, that's where she said she was coming, right? And so she never made it out. And so this is creepy as
That's
shit.
too bad.
When I say I'm in my room and I'm doing my hair and I'm sitting, I got a desk chair with a mirror in there so I can see myself and turn the mirror. And I got 2 TVs, one working, one don't work. And I got the TV on, and the one at the bottom is like a bigger TV or whatever like that. And I got this TV sitting on top of that TV like that.
That's super hood, by the way, but okay.
It's like it was like boxed, really, the TV. And so I got another TV sitting on top of it. And so the TV at the bottom is showing the reflection of the room. I'm putting my tracks on. I'm like halfway through. And then I look at, some said, look through the TV because you haven't done that. And so I look down, and when I look down, I'm at mid-track. I see her. She is literally sitting like how she would sit when she was living. She like this on her phone, and she actually fucking on her phone. I can see her fingers moving, and I can see her, but she not looking at me at all. And when I say that shit creeped me out, it creeped me out. I jumped up, I screamed, I ran down the steps, left my front door open, and I went into my leasing office with this girl named Ashley that was the after-school coordinator, and I was crying. I stayed in there. It was like 12 something. I'm not gonna lie, I stayed in there until my daughter got out of school. Like, I did not go back to the house, period. And she actually had to come back to the house with me just because I was so messed up about my best friend passing away, and me having seen her was just like creepy. So this is an extended story, right? Because I wrote my stories down.
I know. How many TVs does she have?
Right? And this was around right after she passed away, right? So
yeah, she's not bad at all.
We in a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom college dorm type. My daughter's bathroom and restroom is over here, and mine is on the other side of the apartment over here. And in between is the patio, kitchen, living room, and all that, and the steps to go downstairs. Now, I never never keep the light on in the hallway that clicks to go down the steps, right? Boom. So on this night, I'm in my room. I got my door open and I forgot to turn the light off. So I'm like, damn, Michaela in her room and she sleep. And I'm just like, damn, I got to get up and turn the light off. So I'm like, damn, I don't feel like getting up to turn this light off. I just wish somebody could turn it off for me. Boom, it went off. I jumped. I said, I'm like, what the fuck? I said, oh, Tatiana, don't do me like that. I said, oh, turn the light back on. All right, that motherfucker came back on. I said, oh, shit. I said, girl, don't do that. I said, do not do that. I said, now I got to get up and turn this motherfucker off for real. It went back off. Creepy.
Tell me, what's the creepiest experience you ever?
Story time, y'all. Story time. Yeah, she gonna click that light. Hey,
that was crazy.
Her smart device was turning the light off and on. She had named it her friend. She just forgot. All right, Kobe. Now you can play the get off stage music. So thank you everybody for joining us tonight. Appreciate your patience with us as we move the show to Monday. We had family in town. I had family in town last night, so could do the show. So thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Oh, I bet she has many friends as well, sir. Definitely noticed that she was a looker. But that TV. TV that doesn't work and another TV on top of that is a classic hood move. Yeah. I didn't know people still did that. So, but that's freaky, man. Could you imagine that? Seeing your friend who passed away.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. So,
bad, too.
Yeah. That. I don't know what I do, man. So we should be back. We will be back next week. Hopefully Sunday, unless something gets sprung on us. If not, we should be able to move to Monday. I don't think I got to travel Monday. So, yeah. All right. So, be out this piece. Kobe, anything you want to say to the people?
Don't whistle in woods. Don't whistle at night. Honor your ancestors. And we'll be back next week.
Yes, sir. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Yes. And with that, y'all, we out of here. Peace.
Blood giants.
People who came from the sky.
Yeah.